Welcome to our show live from Pretoria. It is Hamid Reza Orai, and it's the webinar of Imam Khomeini, Nelson Mandela, Great Leaders for All Times. And here is Pretoria. As you may know, today is the 31st anniversary of the demise of Imam Khomeini. We, in the Embassy of the Islamic Republic of Iran in Pretoria, like many of you, believe that Imam Khomeini is not a leader just for Iran. His thoughts and acts gave strength and motivation to other freedom seekers of the world. As Nelson Mandela mentioned, Imam not only was a great leader for Iran, but also a leader for all of freedom movement in the world. And the great challenge he did against one of tyrant regimes illustrated his admirable courage that only he could represent. Today, we are honored to have a message of Her Excellency Dr. Naledi Pandor, the Minister of International Relations and Cooperations of Republic of South Africa. As she and other officials of South Africa and Iran are in the middle of the real war against COVID-19, trying to save the lives of humans, we will pray for all of them and wish health and happiness for humankind. Let's have the message of her on the screen.
It is my pleasure to present my thoughts and those of the people and government of the Republic of South Africa on this day when we mark the passing of Imam Khomeini. On 3 June 1989, Imam Ruhollah Khomeini passed away after a short illness. His passing was marked by a period of mourning, and his funeral procession was observed by millions in Iran. As the people of the Islamic Republic he had initiated and given expression to came to pay their final respects. The impact of the Imam was felt beyond the borders of Iran, as the country embarked on a diplomatic engagement that epitomized an expression of independence and identity that inspired many developing countries. Since 1979, the Islamic Republic of Iran has tailored its own course in the international arena that is still prevalent today. Its foreign policy has been a reflection of the national identity of the people of Iran, a proud people with true sense of who they are and what they represent. The Islamic Republic of Iran and the Republic of South Africa have many commonalities in our modern history. In particular, both our countries have experienced an oppressive rule by regimes that have disregarded the rights of their peoples, and it required a revolutionary act to change this direction. The revolution in Iran was led by the late Imam Khomeini in 1979, when he took the reins of a movement that removed the former Shah from power and redirected Iran on its current trajectory as an Islamic republic. The decision of the young Islamic Republic to act against the apartheid regime in South Africa created an unwritten pact of solidarity between the two liberation movements of the time that still exists until this day and has compounded the strong relations we witness today. As with countries that have fought for the freedom of their people, we are reminded on occasions like these that freedom never comes easily, but its worth is priceless. The history of Iran is one that the Iranian people should take immense pride in. As one of the oldest civilizations, the country's contribution to humanity, including literature, medicine, engineering, and science and technology, is commendable and reminds us that a people who know who they are and what they stand for is the greatest form of freedom. For 25 years, Iran has remained an important friend to South Africa. The 13th century Persian poet Jalal ad-Din Muhammad Rumi once stated, "Friend, our closeness is this: anywhere you put your foot, feel me in the firmness under you." To me, this is a true reflection of the level and the extent of the friendship that exists between our two countries and that has been shaped over the past 26 years to become the firmness under our feet. In 1995, our countries signed the agreement for the establishment of a Joint Commission of Cooperation. This established the central bilateral mechanism at ministerial level, and it remains the driving force in strengthening our relations. Both the Imam and our own Madiba would have been proud that on 16 October 2019, I had the pleasure of co-chairing with my counterpart, His Excellency Minister Muhammad Javad Zarif, the 14th session of the Joint Commission, the longest-running bilateral mechanism with any country in this incredible region. Whilst we hold the Middle East in the highest regard, we are concerned about the escalation of tensions in this important region. You may recall that on 24 September 2018, the United Nations General Assembly, in its Peace Summit commemorating the centenary of the birth of Nelson Mandela, adopted a declaration dedicating member states to the pursuit of global peace, security, and development. The declaration also earmarked 2019 to 2028 as the Nelson Mandela Decade of Peace. In keeping with this vision, we have, therefore, chosen for our term on the Security Council the theme, "Continuing the Legacy, Working for a Just and Peaceful World." As a responsible, non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council, South Africa works tirelessly towards the achievement of this goal. In this context, South Africa believes that the Middle East remains critical to the world trade, especially global energy security, as well as regional peace, security, and stability. A further matter of concern to South Africa is that the tensions in the region inevitably led to diminishing attention being given internationally to the plight of the Palestinian people. South Africa maintains its principled position that unilateralism threatens the global balance of power, security, and stability in a relatively volatile environment. International cooperation, dialogue, and consultation is therefore critical to ensure peaceful interaction amongst states. This notion, coupled with the effect of the outbreak of the global COVID-19 pandemic, makes us realize how vulnerable our societies are and how important strong leadership is in navigating us through these crises. The responsibility and commitment to the independence of thought remind me of one of the Imam's teachings, specifically when he said, "Every one of us, man or woman, has the responsibility to determine his or her own destiny, just as we must say our daily prayers." It is indeed our own hope that these words continue to ring true, as every person remains committed to determine their own independent path. Just as the Imam's actions ensured the Islamic Republic of Iran was able to determine its own independent destiny.
Thank you, Madam Minister, for your kindful message. As she mentioned, For 26 years, Iran has remained an important friend to South Africa. The 13th century Persian poet Jalaluddin Muhammad Rumi once stated, "Friend, our closeness is this. Anywhere you put your foot, feel me in the firmness under you." To me, to Madame Pandor, this is a true reflection of the level and the extension of the friendship that exists between our two countries, and that has been shaped over the past 26 years to become the firmness under our feet. Thank you.